Let me start with just a brief introduction of myself. So I'm the CEO and board member of Good Natured Products. I am an ex-Fortune 50 retail executive. My last role, I was CEO of Best Buy Brands Europe. I also led the international retail expansion for Best Buy and led the U.S. sales for 4 years. So my orientation is around consumer trends, building proposition around these trends, operationalizing them, and growing them. And so my Good Natured Products orientation is centered around that and centered around a retail approach to this market. So when I run companies and lead teams, I love orientating my team of leaders to a North Star. And what I mean by a North Star is we wake up every day and and we enter the marketplace, this is what we're striving to achieve. This is how we're going to create value in the market. And we're off to a tremendous start in building North America's leading plant-based packaging and product company. If I were to provide you a snapshot of our business, we are really out there to disrupt what is nearly a $1 trillion petroleum-based product marketplace. So if you look at the packaging industry globally, it's like well over $900 billion. It's growing at 3.5% CAGRs. If you look at the household organizational product space, just in the US, it's $16 billion. So this petroleum product packaging market is huge and still growing, and it's our intent to disrupt it with our proposition. So our disruption's off to a great start. We have over 70 different customers that we serve today in North America across 20 different states and provinces. We aim to continue to expand that. It's my dream someday to be serving over 2,000 customers with our products. Our assortment continuously is growing. Today we offer over 130 different plant-based packages to that customer base. We continue to sell additional packaging into that base to drive our organic growth, while at the same time looking to extend our product lines, not just in packaging, but in the household organizational space. So in the household organizational space, we've got 30 products. We just launched 4 new recycling bins under the Good Natured brand, obviously, and they're being very well received, and we're looking to expand that reach into more retailers in North America. You know, you'll look at our results, we're demonstrating strong revenue growth. We think that year-over-year revenue growth is very much sustainable in the 50+ range, if not more. The last 2 years we've built a very strong, scalable model through some strategic acquisitions, and believe that with the expansion of plant-based ingredients and those ingredients being able to provide either new performance on their own or in combination can be applied to certain type of applications, we believe that that will continue to drive fragmentation in the market and an opportunity for us to consolidate. Just to touch on what's driving this growth, what's driving this disruption, first of all, there's increased regulatory pressures, whether it's like, you know, Minneapolis banning polystyrene or certain type of chemicals being placed on Proposition 65. This regulatory pressure, along with the access of information online or through social media, is putting pressure in this large marketplace to change. And consumers are very much wiser through access that information, but also can disseminate their knowledge, their experiences to a wider group of people much quicker. So as I kind of highlighted earlier, with the regulatory pressures and consumers demanding safer products, the plant-based or bioplastic industry is growing, causing that fragmentation I mentioned earlier and the opportunity to consolidate. So what is our proposition? It's really simple. We go out, we source the latest and greatest plant-based materials from all around the world, from some of the largest biochemical companies, egg companies on the planet. We then combine them and convert them into the latest designed packaging and household products. These designs are orientated towards consumer trends or eating trends or retail operational trends. And we take a very unique approach in that we outsource all of our supply chain. So our model is very capital light. And then our manufacturing supply chain partners are also investors in good-natured and are also providing engineering services and package design services and logistic and fulfillment services through an outsource agreement. So, we have a very, very unique, scalable approach that enables us to grow into a potentially $100 million company. We've got the team to do it. I'm obviously not going to read through every person's bio, but I will tell you we've assembled a world-class team. These are heavyweight people. They're either ex-Fortune 500 retail executives or biopolymer engineers that have been in the plastic industry for over 20 years, or have been in the packaging industry or the extrusion manufacturing industry or the packaging manufacturing industry for over 20 years. So we've assembled the knowledge and know-how to build a very large company. So the two target markets that we're looking to disrupt is the packaging industry in North America. And when you look at North America's size in the market, it's roughly $275 billion of that $900 billion I mentioned earlier. And we're concentrating on the household organizational space in the US and in Canada. This slide's the way we dimension the market. So when you look at the large target market verticals of packaging and household organizational, we categorize or group our products into bakery, ready-made meal, office products, home products, and kitchen products. And we take them to market to national customers, which could be a national grocery retailer or a superstore, all the way down to regional players like London Drugs, to small business customers, which an example of that in BC alone, there's 5,400 customers, small business customers that can buy our products today. If you look at North America, there's 4 million small business customers that can buy our products today. Now, I want to define small because there's sometimes a misnomer behind that. We have some customers on an annual basis that will buy $5,000. And we have some small business customers that will buy $200,000. So kind of the average mean is around $37K. And the margins associated with small business are a lot richer than the, let's just say, the margin in the national accounts. So it's our goal, and this is kind of the retail side of the strategy, is it's our goal to mix in the right products with the right customers to achieve our margin mix rate of 30 to 35%. I had mentioned earlier about our scalable supply chain. So the way our supply chain works is we go out and we source the ingredients that specifically can be used in a product application, whether it's the actual package itself or a household product. All of that manufacturing is done with corporations that have been manufacturing petro products for a very long time. We've outsourced that. They've got the capacity to scale us to very high sales levels. And our goal is to have authority of products offering in the marketplace. And that authority is really important in the supply chain. And so in order to continue to grow our assortment from 130 packages and 30 different household products to 200 and 100 household products, is your supply chain has the ability to design, to prototype, to build and to produce those new line extensions, and we have that in place today. This provides our financial trends over a handful of quarters. I think you will see that last year alone on an annual basis we grew 14 times. We spent that year getting the scalable model in place, meaning the product assortment, the manufacturing capability, the fulfillment capability, and now we're really at an inflection point with the launch of the Good Natured brand and rebranding of our company to scale that up, and we're demonstrating 50% growth so far in the new year. We're a growth company. If you look at the container packaging indexes in the US or Canada, they're outperforming some broad indices, including the NASDAQ Composite. So investors already know that this consumer trend of buying more ready-made meals and more disposable foods and looking for saving time by picking up your meals and going home. I mean, this growth has already been identified. We are the only public offering in both the US and in Canada that offers a packaging and container that is made out of renewable material. There's no hazardous chemicals of concern. There's a reduced carbon footprint in our gate-to-gate carbon footprint in our product offering. And we're the only ones out there. And we're the only ones out there with this existing leading authority of products, which leads into scalability. So we're scalable. Like, we're not a one product, one customer company. We ain't like, oh, you've done it with 2 products, can you do it with more? We've proven it. We've got over 160 products. We're selling it across 70 customers. That 70 customer base is highly diverse across national, regional, and small business. We have the ability to cross-sell more of our existing products into that base and organically grow. And so there's lots of runway for organic growth due to the scalability. I've seen a lot of technology come to market in my time in the consumer electronics space. There's a lot of interesting companies that are out there that are natural extensions to our product lines. And I spend a lot of time out there talking in the industry. I know who those players are. So we do have an opportunity to consolidate the right players at the right time, and that will extend our product line, where we can take that product line that we acquire and cross-sell it into our large and growing customer base, and take our packaging and cross-sell it into the company that we may consolidate into their customer base. So, we will take a very mindful approach to this and consideration creating value for our shareholders, but the opportunity is there, and that opportunity will continue to position us as the leading plant-based packaging and product company in North America. I want to thank everyone for their time, and I very much appreciate it, and I will stick around for some Q&A.